Hey everybody, it is nostalgia time once again, and we are back to the world of virtual machines as we begin our Gateway mini-series. So we're going to be taking a look at the OEM installs of the Gateway 560GE, 4530GZ, LT20, T1424U, and 6510GZ. They all start up. The 4530 is already asking for restore, so we'll let that start. And it says press R to perform a full system recovery, similar to the E machines. We're going to try that one again. And the T1424U comes with Vista pre-installed. The other two come with XP, as they all load their respective restores. Yeah, some of these weren't capturing everything, but those screens were very similar to the E machines restore that we did a while back. So here they all come. It looks like a lot of this is essentially automated at this point, as on the 560GE the restore has already begun. Same with the 4530GZ. And now on this machine here, this of course is using Acer's tool because Gateway was bought out by Acer around this time. So we're going to entirely restore the operating system. I'm going to move that over so you can see entirely what's going on. And while we wait for that, the 6510GZ also uses its own restore program. As you can see here, this is welcome. It's like a wizard. So we only have full factory recovery, which is what we will do. This confirms, and we'll hit yes. This looks very similar to the Dells. But anyway, it has found our drive, and we will hit OK. And now the restore proceeds. And when we go over to the LT20, this is just like what we saw in that other Acer series. So we'll hit continue. And we're going to completely restore the operating system. And I should also not forget to mention that the T142 has 2 recovery CDs, so it is going to ask me to put a second CD in. The others only asked me for 1, so it should be able to let me do the rest. Alright, so now with all of the restores going, it's time to speed things up. right. The first machine has finished, finally. The 4530GZ is done. You can see both of the other ones finishing up as well. So we'll hit next. Of course, I can hear the music through the speakers connected. You all can hear them too. Well, sort of. Sort of. You can see the T142 is finishing up applying the image. The 560GE is on a Windows 2000 style setup screen. This is like the final steps. 6510GZ is loading the out-of-box experience for Vista Home Premium. And I saw from that screen that it was RTM. And of course, here's the license agreement for XP Home, which I believe is RTM as well. No, it isn't. It says XP Service Pack 2. So this is Service Pack 2 of XP. We gotta accept both license agreements in order to proceed. Sure, even though Microsoft is no longer doing any updates or providing any updates out of the box for XP. Let's just leave the computer name as it is. I don't care about that. No, we are not connecting this to the internet because XP is a over 20-year-old operating system. No, it's abandonware now. Didn't ask me for a user or anything like that. Just, I guess it must have created a special username by default, so I don't know if it does that in the standard retail variant of XP when you go out and buy it from the store. I don't think I've ever seen it, play the song again, like on loop. I don't think it does that in the other variants of XP, the standard variant, that is. Okay, the 4530 is loading into the desktop now. The LT20 looks like it's done. And the 6510 is now in the out-of-box experience. So we'll just go ahead and go through the setup process. Which of course isn't anything too special considering this is Windows Vista. We're not going to get any special users or anything like that. And there's the restore finished. So we'll click OK to restart that. And yep, as I expected, this is the release to manufacturing build of Vista. So we'll click next on that. Did this thing take OK? I don't think it did. Alright, now it wants a username of mine. We'll just leave it as it is. So yeah, this is the custom background that Gateway provides. So Gateway, in addition to Windows, there's only 3 of them, Gateway also provided their special backgrounds. So I'll just move over so you can see. So there's the Gateway branding there, and there's a autograph signature of a Gateway employee. There's another one. This looks like a waterfall of sorts, and then here is just a standard black background that just has the logo. I like the waterfall background, but furthermore, I like the way that it actually includes the signatures of the employees who developed these wallpapers. So that time is certainly not correct. So as of the time of recording, it is currently 1:15:50. Now it'll be 55. I'll just set this to a home network. So now we will let this. So now we'll let Vista finish its doings. And it looks like the 560 is loading into its system preparation state, where it's going to begin installing all of the programs that were included on the machine originally from the factory. And then afterward, it will then go into the out of box experience once they're all installed, and then it will be all set up and ready for use. And I can see both the 4530 and the 6510 are reaching the desktop and booting into Falcon 4 to correct the 0x7B blue screen error. But in the meantime, we've made it to the desktop on the 4530 after two found new hardware wizards came up. So it's still trying to load the Explorer shell. It's still trying to load a lot of stuff. But as soon as that's all ready, it looks like this is pretty similar to those e-machines that we saw. So you see we have the AOL trial, and then of course we have the standard variants of Media Player and Explorer. And I know that time is definitely incorrect, but it doesn't matter. And now the Vista machine has reached the desktop. And I'm just waiting for the start menu to open so we can see what programs it's got. But anyway, Vista is all set and ready to go. So I can see we have malware. I have never heard the Vista logon sound lag that bad. But anyway, McAfee is installed by default. And then we have the eBay icon, which is, of course, the shortcut to the eBay website. This is a 60-day trial of Office 2007, I'm guessing. Or is it 2003? Because this is RTM of Vista. So there we go. There we are. Both start menus. So there's all the Vista stuff that you usually get. We have Adobe Reader 7. I don't know how that works. There's Microsoft Money 2006, Office PowerPoint Viewer. There's the Works Task Launcher. And then there's MSN and Carta. And then there's also Napster, which is a old-fashioned music program. SC Gateway has its own game console too. We'll take a look at that. And there's that Big Fix tool, which I believe either this is an updated version of it or it no longer. Well, I think I heard the tool no longer works. So it's kind of pointless now. So in the startup folder, of course, there is nothing. And there's Napster starting up. All right, while we wait for that, let's look at the 4530 to see what programs it comes with. I see it comes with AOL 9. It also has Microsoft Works and the 2004 version of Norton. And I see it has Adobe Reader. I'm assuming it's going to be Adobe Reader 6. Well, let's make sure. I also see we have Picture It, Photo Premium. Yep, Adobe Reader 6. What's this burn a CD or data DVD? I don't think I've seen this before. I don't think I've seen this before either. Anyway, Napster is ready to go. Sure, we'll just... no, we don't need the connection, so... Yeah, essentially this is like an all-in-one media player. It's essentially an all-in-one media player. So of course you can play music, you can even stream a radio station on here, just like you can do in the good old days. But too bad we don't get that kind of luxury anymore. Well, from the factory, that is. So there's Microsoft Works, which I believe is essentially probably like a limited version of Office. And here's 2007. This is Digital Image Starter Edition. So we'll take a look at that. I wonder what this burn a CD or data DVD is. This is Nero, which of course we've taken a look at. And then we have the games, I'm guessing, should be the default ones in XP. And of course, the Solitaire, Hearts, Pinball. Yep, nothing special there. Documentation, Money 2004. The same Microsoft Works tool. There's Norton 2004. And then it's also got QuickTime. It's got Real Player too. My gosh, haven't seen that in years. And then there's the Big Fix tool, which runs on boot. Well, let's see if Gateway was nice enough to brand this Power DVD tool. Let's see if they were nice enough to do that. So essentially, Microsoft Works is like a free version of Office, sort of. So just like Microsoft Word. So nothing special to see there. And then let's see what this Digital Image Starter Edition is. I'm guessing this is I'm guessing this is like photo gallery sort of, so nothing special. And let's see what games it's got. Ooh, it's got Bejeweled 2. My goodness, it has Jeopardy preloaded from the factory. Well, it's one of the pre-installed games. I think that's a first, but let me tell you, I am not good at Jeopardy. I can tell you that. And this must be a newer version of Power DVD, but I do not see any sort of gateway branding anywhere, so there is nothing special to see in that regards. Yep. Here we go. This is the Norton antivirus that it comes with. And now let me open up the properties and show you that this is XP Service Pack 2. What is that? Is that an Ethernet icon? Probably won't show me until I hit properties. Yeah, exception occurred. That's because it's an old tool. Oh, this icon means that this was originally a laptop, but we're using this on a virtual machine on a desktop computer, which is why we're getting this instead. And then this is where you can upgrade your edition of Vista to a much more advanced edition to get additional functionality, like those ultimate extras, the dream scene, all that stuff. So you can see this here. This already provided the gateway branding. So now it's installing all of the programs. So from what it looks like these are going to be the exact same programs as this machine here. So I'm just going to tell it to proceed because Vista is really that intense. Unable to reinstall and reprogram. The install shield engine could not be launched. Class not registered. Well, so that's an issue with that, but it doesn't matter because we will not be using that as often. Because we will not be using that virtual machine, we're just doing it to test things out. So here it is, XP Home Edition Service Pack 2. There's the gateway branding. It's already recognized my 13th gen i7 processor. So let's see if any sort of backgrounds, well, any other custom ones other than this one, were included. So I'll go to the property. So essentially, Napster 3, that's just like what we have here. So essentially, I think this other machine is going to be exactly similar. So we'll just wait for the properties menu to load up. So we'll just go ahead and hit play to start the game. We'll go to desktop properties and we will see. I'm guessing this is the only custom background we have. Funkytron presents Scrabble. Copyright 2003, Hasbro. So we have a gateway theme, which just has the logo. It includes 2 years of online services. For more information. And other than the gateway background, nothing special. You just get the usual stuff you'd see in XP. So enter your name to start. That's all it'll let me do. Choose game. Select player 2. Select skill level. This is just student mode. Beat. Oh. Yeah, if I need help, which I don't. Because the way Scrabble's played is straightforward. There's the standard OEM edition of Microsoft Money. Len is not in the official dictionary as of 2003 when this game was made. Opening your new money file. The Microsoft Money Setup Assistant. She gonna talk? Probably after this, yeah.
With information about your internet setup, Money can connect you to the web smoothly. You can then use Money with the internet to download bank statements, pay bills online, and track your finances away from home. By using a Microsoft Passport to sign into Money, you can take advantage of online financial services for banking, investing, and shopping. Click Next to set up your passport.
Enter your name and other information to tailor Money to you and your preferences.
Not gonna talk here.
Tailor money to your own financial priorities by selecting the financial objectives that are most important to you.
And are most important. Everything's most important.
Select the types of accounts you want to.
Yeah, essentially this is just like what it is.
Congratulations! You have completed the Money Setup Assistant, and you're now ready to start using money. Click Finish.
Click turn off. Let's see it talk before it shuts down. That's pretty straightforward. Just end it and shut it off. Yeah, good luck trying to go online because Vista's not supported anymore as of 2017, and isn't going to be picking up updates anymore out of the box either. No matter if it's RTM or Service Pack 1 or Service Pack 2, it doesn't matter. It's not going to be receiving updates anymore out of the box. And of course, McAfee is saying that Jeopardy is wanting access to the internet. I'll just tell it only once. And I think this is like some of those things where it just starts in a normal window and then eventually goes full screen as it starts to do its doings. Oh, looks like this is the Flash version. Yeah, this is the Flash version of Jeopardy. So, yes, we'll update the mass storage drivers. Yeah, that's essentially how terrible I am at Jeopardy. So, I mean, the full version, like, there's really a lot of full versions out there on the Internet Archive, so. Alright. Oh, wait. I gotta hit any key on the command box first. Alright. Now we can restart. The LT20 is ready to go. The 560 is doing updates. This one didn't ask for region or anything. And the T142 is finally making some progress. Guys, please wait. Go down to Central Time. This is Service Pack 3, considering this machine came out in, what was it, 2009? Yeah, judging by that new Acer, the newer Acer thing, this was like one of those netbook computers that was not capable of running any of those newer versions, not even the starter or basic editions of both Windows Vista and Windows 7, both of which were still relatively new at the time. Vista had only been around for 2 years by the time this thing came out, maybe a year or two. And I believe around this point, Windows 7, I believe, was still in development. Then later in 2009, it would be released. So it looks like this is just a standard retail copy of XP with some slight modifications to the out-of-box experience. That's really all we see here, so the LT20 is heading to the desktop. And now the 560 GE is done and is now preparing the out-of-box experience on there, which will leave the T142, and that will be the end. And I just saw that newer gateway logo along with that nice custom background. Here we go again, more found new hardware prompts. So I'm just going to go ahead and cancel them all. And here again is that background. I really like the design. And here's the desktop. I can already see right away we have the Google desktop program. Yeah, the Google desktop program, which puts the search bar in the Windows XP taskbar. It doesn't do this in Vista. It only does it in XP. And the 560GE is also ready after it blue screened closer to the end, but at least it set everything up. And this is XP. This is Service Pack 2 also. And sure, go ahead. Even though we no longer get updates out of the box. Alright, while we wait, you can see it's finishing the installation. And as we let that finish, let's see what else we've got. Mainly it's just drivers and everything like that. So here's what we get by default in XP. And we have Gateway's game console on here in addition to the default XP stuff. Here's their quick guide and their user guide. Here's all the games they've got. Well, some of the games that they have already included. There's Google Desktop. This has Office 2007. Considering this thing came out in 2008, 2009. Works, as we looked at earlier, it's a free version of Office. And then there's Norton, and this is Norton 2000. Let's see what version this is. This is probably Norton 2009. Yep, Norton 2009. So that's when this computer came out, and it has all the Windows Live Essentials as well. However, it doesn't have Windows Movie Maker in the Live Essentials because Windows XP already comes with one by default. It's also got Adobe Reader 9, Money Essentials, and yeah, this is different. We cannot skip that part until that's done, so we'll just say no to all this. It already created a user account for us, so we can just go ahead and click finish and let it load into the desktop. What's this trying to load? So instead of trying to, so that was an internet shortcut. So that's Internet Explorer 8. So Service Pack 3. I think Service Pack 3 and Internet Explorer 8 were both separate components. I'm just gonna close without enabling that. And there's a Bluetooth driver that runs on boot. And I see it's got Bejeweled 2. Isn't that what that HP laptop I have came with? It came with Bejeweled 2 by default, I'm guessing. But then, of course, XP cannot be complete without my favorite. The classic 3D pinball. In a very choppy sound. In a very choppy sound scheme, we can play some 3D pinball. Yeah, essentially that's what that is. And of course, we have this. The 560GE is all set to go. Should be loaded into your system, and there's McAfee Security Center. It says the Microsoft bus driver should be loaded before installing the audio driver. I think that's what it tried to install before it gave me that. No, it was Power DVD that gave me the error. But whatever. Why does it have McAfee and Norton together? I don't know. But as I said, powered DVD, we know what that's going to be. So the 2005 version, everything, of course, is still modern. So there's AOL 7, there's an updated version of AOL 9, there's the Nero program, nothing special in the games, there's McAfee, Picture It. We haven't taken a look at Picture It yet, so why don't we just take a look at that now? Yeah, of course, it has works. Let's see what version this is. MSN Encarta. We haven't looked at that in the other ones, but so I just want to view the pictures now. So this is what it looks like, and then the My Pictures is just the default. And of course, here next, it's trying to load a web page. MSN Encarta just tries to load a web page, but it does not load because Internet Explorer is not set up. And this should be the same Napster from Vista, I'm guessing. We'll just say no, but it looks like we get the help thing by default. So that just tells you about how to use that variant of Word. I see an updated version of Money is on the system too. This is 2005, and this is called Napster Lite. So yeah, this looks exactly the same as we saw in Vista. Let's see, do we have an, there should be an about page on here so we can see what version this is. I'll wait a little bit. Meanwhile, let's go back over here. So this is Money. So this is the 2005 edition. But sadly, no voice clips or anything like that. And of course, you'll need to have a Windows Live ID, which Microsoft no longer uses in Windows. Nowadays, they use what they call a Microsoft account. I don't know if they ever did uh, have a period of converting Windows Live IDs to Microsoft accounts when the Microsoft account thing was introduced in Windows 8. I don't know. But anyway, in Napster here, this is version 3 from 2005. I'm guessing the other one was from 2006. I'm thinking it was Napster 4. Yep, here's the exact same Microsoft Money. But looking at the backgrounds of these two, the only difference, so not only opened a web page, but also opened up the Gateway Games panel, which is exactly the same as we saw in Vista. Now the only difference from that other one is, of course, there's the newer Gateway logo. So you can see there's an updated Gateway logo. And then there's the activation because it has an OEM key in there, and this is not the hardware it was designed to run on. But then we can of course look at everything else. So I think that's essentially everything we've got. So that's essentially a look at this machine here. So we'll go ahead and shut it down. And we are now down to 2. So this one is almost done. So it's not named or anything, it just says modified theme. Yep. Just says Gateway. Oh, we have Gateway 2 and Gateway 3. So it looks like it's the same as we saw, but those have different variations. Yeah, essentially Boggle's a word game. I've played it in a long time, so we might as well take a look. IRQL not less or equal. Well, we'll go ahead and restart it, and we'll try it again. And if that still doesn't work, then I guess this machine is a bust. Even after having it set for over 5 hours just to restore and everything like that. because there is no easy way to fix an IRQL error in Vista. And yep, I'm afraid it is a bust, but we're going to try it again. There was an error. The game cannot be started. Okay. We'll give that another try. But the general customization, I wonder what that is. Alright, looks like that is not going to work. Alright, well, I am afraid that that is where our journey ends for this episode. We've got more gateways, which we'll take a look at in the next episode, but we're going to do them one at a time and not slow the hell out of my machine. But until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.